Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Big Mac making the run.
Big Mac is playing like a man possessed today. I have not seen this Big Mac in a long time. This is the Big Mac. This is the Big Mac that almost beat Tweak at that one mid Mayhem in Smash 4. Remember that Big Mac?
I do. I actually have to correct myself because he's currently not unrivaled. He hates that whole thing right now because he feels like at this moment he needs to be at a certain level to call himself anything. And this is that level. This is where I would love to see him stay. I love when our resident Sheik is out there taking names, kicking butt, just having a really good tournament again. And the funny thing is, he wasn't feeling great about like playing today. And that's always the way of it, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, ApolloKage coming up from St. Louis, #1 down there, a very strong region. A couple other St. Louis players here in bracket today, but he is the one going the furthest, I believe, right now.
I think he's the only one remaining. I believe both Colorado and Wolf Pro and everyone else from St. Louis has been eliminated so far, so AK is holding it home. #1 seed of this tournament, the favorite to win here. This is definitely going to be Big Mac's biggest challenge yet. I will say about Big Mac, he has not dropped a single game so far during the entire bracket. ApolloKage, I can't even say that. So Big Mac is playing super hot right now.
Yeah, playing hot until he gets hit by the overclocked Nikita missile. That thing is insane in this game. ApolloKage going to be looking to control as much of the center stage as he can. A lot of jab ones. He loves his roll reads. And if Big Mac gets stuck on shield, he might just get stuck and you'll see a detonation. Big Mac, on the other hand, is going to be just trying to weave in and out of grenades as much as he can. And death by 1,000 cuts, as is tradition for Sheik players.
Yeah, this matchup is actually, it's not too awful for Sheik. If she can play the patient game, it just keeps Snake away from her. However, if Big Mac starts to get a little bit too aggressive, doesn't stay away, throw out those needles are super good at disrupting the grenades. Right there, you saw. But yeah, if he doesn't stay away, if he tries to aggress too much, he's just gonna get stuffed out by Snake's big feet.
Yeah, both these characters, another interesting thing about this matchup is they both have very low profiling crouches.
Yeah.
But Snake's grenade arcs kind of downward, so Sheik's won't do as much as maybe Snake's could do, like maybe crouch. I don't know if Snake can crouch under needles, but if he can, you may see just kind of that little battle, and it forces Big Mac and his Sheik to kind of approach a little bit more than maybe he would want to. Obviously, he's more of an aggressive player, and Sheik does have to control that kind of tempo. But there is still a right time and a place, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, of course. Yeah, wow, those needles are so good at disrupting the grenades. As soon as Big Mac sees ApolloKage pull the grenade, he just throws out those needles. Oh, but right now, the sticky is on him. ApolloKage is going to look for that setup, launch him up with a grenade or an up smash. Oh, but it's transferred.
Yeah, Big Mac grabbing a couple grenades in a row. I know for a fact that he hates the fact that you can grab items with A because he wants to just do his aerials. And I'm willing to bet a lot of the grenades he grabs throughout this set are going to be disrupting his own combos. So he's just going to have to be extra aware of if he's holding anything.
Yeah, Snake mains will actually look for that. They'll throw out the grenades, not only just to have them do damage, but also just to maybe force your opponent to grab one, disrupt their juggles and such. Like if they're trying to juggle your thought bears and they throw a grenade upward, that's not helping them that much.
Whew, double parry on the Sheik down air. A lot of players don't even realize that has 2 hits. Nicely played by ApolloKage. Maintaining the center. Huge lead this game. Big Mac has just not really been able to get in. He can't seem to get the pressure that he needs on a AK to get him away from under those platforms. Falling back there, not quite going to do it, but the Nikita...
Ooh, excellent needles right there. Disrupted AK's ledge trap and got himself back on the stage. 145 on Sheik. Anything will pretty much make this ninja explode.
Yeah, 150% on Sheik is a lot for anybody. That's one way to do it. A forward air from the magnifying glass. Won't even give us the red screen. We will just see game as ApolloKage takes game 1.
I said he was going to explode. I think that was about as close to an explosion as we could see from for Big Mac losing that stock. That's going to be the first game he drops all tournament, in fact. Big Mac hasn't been playing that hot, but ApolloKage is a different beast. Coming up here, currently the favorite to win this event.
I love that we have a lot of #1s running around just in general. Right before this, we had Aiken and Comet, which is respectively this season was #1 in Illinois and #1 in Wisconsin. Now we've got #1 in St. Louis on stream. A lot of very strong competition from multiple regions out here today. So a lot at stake here, a lot of bragging rights, a lot of just notable win potential for everyone. This has been a bloodbath today with the amount of talent here.
Yeah, bloodbath. The upsets have been crazy. The players not placing aside they want to. Players making the huge breakout runs. I've seen a lot of players get further than I've ever seen. Speaking of going up high, that up air going to take out Snake below 100. That is huge for Sheik.
Yeah, that is absolutely the kind of lead he needs, because getting behind against the Snake, this is one of the hardest characters in the game to recover against because he can force trade so easily. Big Mac shielding on the platform, though. You cannot do that against ApolloKage. He's got the C4 on him, but I think the C4 might have transferred over back to Snake.
Yeah, it transferred, but now right now it's back on Sheik. You can see whenever the C4 gets back on the Snake, Big Mac just starts throwing out those needles, just wants nothing to do with it. Finally gets those, gets the C4 explosion, and that's going to be the first stock ticket for ApolloKage.
All right, so now we got a little bit more of an even game, but still not quite at that point where AK can just be fishing for trades. A little down air, 17% on that. That 33 on that interaction, that's more than a Ryu down smash fireball. That's crazy. Snake's damage output is something to behold, as AK utilizing the best of his clunky yet powerful A button moves. Something that I'd love to see more Snakes do kind of in general. AK really knows how to just capitalize on damage.
Yeah, right here, throwing out these kicks. Sheik as well, those are characters with strong A buttons, but her strength comes from stringing them together. AKs are just raw together. I'm surprised that downer killed. I think Big Mac might have air dash into the blast zone there. Not what you want to see. 104 on ApolloKage. Let's see if Big Mac can find another early KO here.
All right, Big Mac gets the grenade, but that lead evaporated so fast. And this is where Sheik kind of struggles, I feel like, is even with all the different kill confirms, they work better on a lot of other characters, but PS2 and a heavy Snake, you're going to have a really hard time as Sheik. Like we saw the F tilt up air at 130. Shouldn't have even been stale anymore. It didn't even come close, really. Like he needed another 15 or so %. Meanwhile, AK with the filthy setup, that almost took a stock from 60?
The Nair 1 to the jab 1 to the forward tilt. This Snake is an expert at close quarters combat. We're seeing right here the grenade popping up. Once again, Big Mac finds himself a full stock behind. Any hit here will probably delete Sheik off the screen. He's throwing out those needles. It wants nothing to do with Snake's A button.
Up smash, cover it with, looking for the up tilt, it looked like. Interesting. Makes sense. Move is very good.
Yeah.
All right, both players kind of zoning each other out now. With that stock lead, there's no reason for AK to force anything. And Big Mac really is going to need to slowly get back in this game because you don't want to force trades. So in this matchup, you'll see this kind of stalemate occasionally until one of them kind of decides on what they want to do. As Big Mac gets that quick, raw back air right off the ground, really quick. That was almost frame perfect, how low he was to the ground.
Big Mac wants to play this stock pretty much perfectly if he wants to bring this game back, which is not something that Sheik is capable of doing. But I'm not even going to see it come to fruition, as that's going to be ApolloKage, God's chosen player with that sunlight beam right there. That's going to be going up 2-0 here.
Yeah, that's a profile picture waiting to happen. He has seen the light. Yeah, Big Mac was kind of between a rock and a hard place there because you're going to take so much damage just from grenades as Sheik, and you're already at 150. That'll rack up so fast before you really get that opportunity to do the damage you need to do to actually take a stock with Sheik. Sheik's not just going to 0 to death a Snake. It's just, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Back to PS2, I wonder, ApolloKage is probably banning those flat stages, FD and Kalos. He doesn't want to mess with Sheik on those in Town City as well. So this is probably the best thing that Big Mac can do here on the PS2. Game number 3, Big Mac's last shot here in the winner's side of things.
All right, Big Mac gets a little bit, this is last game, same thing. He was kind of cooking early. I feel like ApolloKage has been adapting so well as these games have gone on. Whether he has a lead or not, it just gets worse and worse for Big Mac as the game goes on. Oh, ApolloKage looking to delete Sheik off the game.
Oh, I like the setup right there. The jab lock into the C4 sticky. Unfortunately, not able to get anything off of it, but Big Mac kind of looking out there.
Yeah, Big Mac kind of, we saw that bouncing fish way up high, looking for anything that he can get going to kind of get rid of the Snake, maybe a little earlier than, you know, the 130, 140, 150. Sheik did have that one really early stock last game.
Oh, no smash. I thought he was going to pull the trigger there, but...
He didn't believe. He needed to believe. And AK even had the roll. He had a lot of time. Instead, he will get up tilted, and it doesn't, at that percentage, Sheik, doesn't even matter how you DI that. But the only way to really DI that move is in. Otherwise, you are just going to fly straight up and be dead around Sheik, probably 90%.
Yeah, Sheik's going to be DIing 90% even without rage for that move. It's a very strong up tilt. Sheik is a very light character. Ooh, looks for the Nair bouncing fish. Oh, I think he had it there. Once again, didn't believe in the kill confirm. All right, dropping the C4 right there. It's on the white part of the Pokeball.
It's a good place for the C4 to be, but bad if you're trying to hide it.
Yeah.
That nice little white ground, easy to see, blinking light.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gets back to stage. See, this is where things get really, really tough. See, Big Mac keeps landing on that platform and shielding. He's getting caught by it. And this damage is starting to rack up. He just cannot seal out the first stock.
Ooh.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, using the grenades against him. Sometimes you got to do that. Smart stuff by Big Mac. Evens up the stock count, but this percent deficit is going to be a lot to overcome. 3 up tilts in a row. He knows he can do it. There's another one.
That last stock was that Big Mac took. That's the veteran doubles player in Big Mac. Knowing that, oh, I got hit, my opponent's just above me. We're getting aggressive here. Jump up air immediately. Knowing where you are when both you and your opponent get hit is a learned ability. It is not a natural talent thing. It comes with experience. Both of them fishing for tilts a lot in a row. Sheik's a little safer. Crazily not by as much as you'd think for one of them being a straight kill move.
All right.
Falling up air.
Yeah, can go up high. Big Mac has not gotten hit in a while, ever since ApolloKage respawned. All right, finally going to get hit by the most telegraphed move of all time, as soon as I say that. But even so, this is a very clean stock so far by Big Mac.
Yeah, this is his chance to get back in the set. Oh, that dash attack on a cover. He's okay here. Like you said, he was having a really good stock, but he can't let it go on forever. That's not an option. Nice up smash. That would have been a great way to take it early. Up air, not quite doing it. And these are those were the moves right there. That's what he really needed to finish off a stock. But now AK, with renewed life, he's on the ground. Snake racks up damage really fast.
All right, yeah, that grenade gonna explode. Put ApolloKage right up in there. This is kind of like the perfect percentage here for Big Mac to look for those kill confirms, like those needles into the bouncy fish. Catch a high recovery, maybe? No, ApolloKage is so good at dropping the C4s and grenades in the exact spots where his opponents think he's going to be, just to cover his landings. Something you got to do as a Snake player, because Snake recovers high so often, you got to be good at recovering like that.
Yeah, AK was chilling under the platform for a while there. Big Mac has forced him off stage, which is huge. And that's an SD. Yeah. He even face palms in the camera. You can see like, oh, what have I done?
Yeah.
But he's got a lead to play with still in the set and a decent percentage lead. And against Sheik, that's a massive percentage lead. Yeah. Same problem with the trading here. He kind of has to sit back and needle. He doesn't have a lot of good other options to get back in the game.
All right, Makita. Sheik's pretty evasive, yeah. Sheik's pretty good at dodging that. Oh, but the tech in place into the up tilt.
You know what Sheik's not good at dodging? You know what nobody's good at dodging?
That Snake up tilt.
Snake's foot.
Snake's foot, indeed. That's a 3-0 for ApolloKage. He's going to move on to winners finals. Looking clean here. Looking like he's ready to take this tournament